I hope you are able to hear me. Yeah, thank you, Ganesh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the reply. Let me start today's session. So today we are discussing about what is a data model. What is a data model? So first of all, what is database? RDB, Oracle is RDBMS. It is useful to store data and to manage the data. By using database programs, we can automate business activities. We can automate business activities. Okay. Now, I am going to discuss about what is a data model. Before creating a table, how to store data in the database, how to store data in the database in the form of tables. Under database server, the data stored in the form of tables. Data stored in the form of tables. So let us see, it is a database. Okay. In this database, the data stored in the form of tables. Let us assume this is a table. This is a table and this is a table. See guys, sir, why are you creating tables? See, in the business, we have objects. So what are the objects? Employees, customers, products. Assume that three objects I am taking. See, all employees data stored under one table. Customers data stored under another table. And product data stored under other table. So for each object, we have to maintain a table. For each object information, we have to maintain a table. Okay. Now, how to create a table? Before creating table, shall we do anything? Yes. Simple example. Before construction of a building, we need a plan. We need construction plan or structure of the building. Similarly, before defining database, we need a data model. Based on data model, we can start the development of the database. What is data model? Data model is a graphical diagram. Data model is a graphical diagram. So in this diagram, we have objects, object properties, and relations. Again repeating, data model is a graphical diagram. In this diagram, we have objects, object properties, and relations. See, objects are represented with rectangle. Objects are represented with rectangle. Property is represented with ellipse. Relation is represented with rhombus. Relation is represented with rhombus. See, let me show you. What about this? What is a data model? So let me delete this. Here we are talking about data model. So for any OLTP database, what is the data model? What is the data model? What is the data model name? What is the data model name? The data model name is ER model. ER model. What is ER? ER means entity relationship model. Entity relationship model. So this is the data model for OLTP database. One moment, guys. I want to put a message. Somebody not able to hear me. Okay, let us see, guys. So what is the data model for any OLTP database? ER model. And now let me explain. Listen carefully, guys. Before starting the development of database development will be started. Database development will be started based on data model. Okay, so what is data model? The data model name is ER model. Data model name is ER model. Okay, ER means entity relationship model. One more point I am giving, guys. Sir, for OLTP database, data model is ER model. Then what is the data model for data warehouse? What is the data model for data warehouse? For data warehouse, data model is dimensional model. What is the model? Dimensional model. Remember this point. Just remember, no need to remember that permanently, but it is useful in future. Okay, so how to draw the data model? Again, what is data model? It's a diagram. It has objects and properties and relations. It has objects, properties and relations. How to represent object? What is object? See, in the business, suppose in the business, every entity, real-time entity in the business, employee is there. It's a real-time entity. Department is there. Product is there. Customer is there. In the real time, every entity of the business is known as object. Let me consider two entities, EMP, DAPT. I am taking two entities. Okay, each entity represented with a rectangle. Each entity represented with rectangle. For example, EMP. This is one real-time entity. It is represented with rectangle. And one more is DAPT. Here I want to take DAPT. What is DAPT? DAPT is another real-time entity. It is also represented with rectangle. This is also represented with rectangle. Finish. Each entity has properties. Each entity has properties. What are the properties? Here I am giving the properties: employee ID, employee name, employee salary, and employee. Okay, let me take up to salary. Designation, join date, project code, department number. So many properties are there. Here I am considering three properties. Each property represented with ellipse. Each property represented with ellipse. Okay, and property must be connected to entity. Property must be connected to entity. Completed. Next, department. It has some properties. What are the properties? Department ID, department name, department address. Department address. So it is also property. Property represented with ellipse. Each property represented with ellipse, and property must be connected to entity. Entity or object, both are same. Don't confuse. Okay, fine. Two objects, two entities you have taken. One basic principle I am explaining in the business. Each department has employees. Each department has employees. Every employee must work under a department. Every employee must work under a department. Okay. According to this principle, let me take some sample data. What are the departments in my company? D1. So the department name is production. Department address is Chennai. Another department, D2. Department name is sales. So India. Department 3. It is finance. Here it is located at Hyderabad. Okay, this is the information of departments. Similarly, let me take employees. Let me take employee data. See, employee ID 1010. Employee name Ajay. Salary 55,000. Next 1020. Employee name Vijay. And employee salary 50,000. Next one 1030. Let me take 5 or 6 records. So Irfan, and here 55,000. 1040. What is the employee name? Ali, and the salary is 65,000. And 1050. Swati, and salary 60,000. And 1060. So here Vahini. Okay, so the salary 75,000. And 1070. So Anjali, salary 50,000. And 1080. Anand, salary 40,000. And 1090. Here Abhi, salary 50,000. This is my employee data. Listen carefully. Now the entire diagram depends on relation. The data model has entities, properties, relations. 3 items. Entities. Entities represented under square, which is that's rectangle, and property represented with ellipse, and relation represented with rhombus. Sir, why we need relation? Listen carefully. Why we need relation? Without relation, what is the problem? Understand here. See, tell me, how many employees under production? Anybody? How many employees under production? Able to say anything? No. Yes, Ganesh. We are unable to find out. Next, what is the highest salary under sales? What is the highest salary under sales? We don't know. Okay, come to employee table. Employee table. What is the business principle? Each employee must work under a department. Each employee must work under a department. According to that principle, let me take first employee. First employee working under which department? We don't know. What is the working location of employee Swati? We don't know. Okay, so you are missing data. If there is no relation, then you are missing data. If you don't want to miss the data, we should define relation. We should define relation. See, relation is represented with relation is represented with rhombus. Okay. So the relation is defined with which value? Department ID. Department ID. So the department ID reflecting into employee table. The department ID property reflecting into employee table. So in the employee table, I will maintain one more property. What is the property? Department ID. What is the property? Department ID. So let me give you some values here. So casually I am giving. So D1, 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 D2, D2, okay, D2 and D2. Last D3, D3. If you have relation like this, I think I am expecting so many questions in your minds. Sir, why department ID is reflecting? Why don't you take department name? First question. Second question is, sir, why DID repeating in EMP? Why don't employee ID repeating in DEPT? So these kind of questions generally raised in the student mind. Why? Because you don't know what is the business process. Each and every, see, the business processes we will understand in normalization and denormalization. Whatever the concept I have explained here, that is depending on normalization and denormalization. Actually, why this is repeating in employee? According to this diagram, it is a parent. Department is parent and employee is child. How do you know? Simple logic. If you take one department, under the department multiple employees are existed. If you take one department, under one department we have multiple employees. That's why department is parent, employee is child. Hope you understand. Okay. Department is parent and employee is child. Right. According to that principle, department table primary key column, reflecting as a foreign key column in the employee table. Department table primary key column reflecting as a foreign key column in the employee table. This is primary key, and it is reflecting as foreign key in this table. Sir, what is primary key and what is foreign key? Again, you have doubt. That you will understand later. Don't try to digest all the subject at this moment. Why? Because still we are at the place of how to create a table. Okay, so it has, we have lot of time to discuss about primary key, foreign key, not null, so many things are there. Anyway, just remember, department is parent, employee is child. Parent table primary key column reflecting as a foreign key column in the child table. It is nothing but defining relation, right? Okay, relation defined. Now you will never miss any data. What is that? How many employees under production? How many employees under production? Under production, you have 4 employees. Under production, you have 4 employees. No, Hakim, don't consider other department name. Why? Because here sales is a department name. Your friend Hakim is asking, sir, can I take department name as a primary key? Let us assume you have finance department. You have finance departments in Mumbai location and in Hyderabad location, right? Then finance record is repeating 2 times. This value repeating 2 times. So we should not consider D name as a primary key. In case D name is a primary key, then you can consider, no problem. Hope you understand. How many employees under production? Under production, we have 4 employees. Next question. What is the highest salary? What is the highest salary under sales department? Under sales department, we have 3 employees. Under sales department, we have 3 employees. No, Mona Lisa, you are misunderstanding. Location is different, but department name is repeating. So what you are expecting is, suppose this is your another record, guys, then you will get a complete picture. See, department 4. What is the department? Finance department. Here, Mumbai, right? See, in any column, if there are duplicate values are there, here we have duplicated. Finance, both are duplicating. In any column, if there exist duplicates, it's not primary key. Primary key means it should be unique and not null. It should be unique and not null. Don't worry, that's why I told you, don't think about all the subject at this moment. Here, why I am explaining all these things? Only for your understandability about relation. I want to explain about this. Without relation, you are missing data. With relation, you will never miss data. Sir, how to define relation? So compulsory, I have to take primary key and foreign key here. Why it is so? Everything we will understand whenever we are discussing constraints. Okay, Under sales department, what is the highest salary? So see here guys, under sales, this is one employee and another employee, other employee. Highest is 75,000. Okay. And what are the names of employees working under finance? What are the names of employees working under finance? Under finance department, you have two employees. Those employees are nothing but Anand and Abhi. Anand and Abhi, these two employees working under finance. If you have relation like this, then it is easy to get complete information. Otherwise, you are missing some information. Of course, I am taking employee and department. If I consider product and child table, like a product and a company, as a general person, non-technical person, if I take a product and a company, then definitely you will understand very easily. So let me check the diagram is available or not. If it is available, no. Okay, let me take customer account information. Okay. If you see this, you will feel fear. No. Bank account. Okay. Bank diagram. So it's a different one. It's not. Yeah. See here. Here, if you don't have relation, what will happen? Just I want to explain. See, remove. And also I want to remove this. Why? Because you need some clarity. Let us say there is a bank. Okay. Bank is a business. Bank is offering different types of accounts here. Savings account, current account, trading account, and so on. In the banking location, so many people are there. If any person open any account, suppose I am a person, I have opened bank account, then what I will get? Account number, I have to maintain balance. See, account number, account open date, account balance. Assume that, right? It is one account number. What type of account it is? We don't know. Account number related to which customer? Type of account. Find the type of account. For the first account number, find the type of account and find that is related to which customer. You are missing two answers. If there is no relation between the tables, you are missing answers. You are missing information. See, now I am maintaining relation. See, if I maintain foreign key like this, I can identify this account related to 1111. 1111 means the account related to the customer A. Next one, what type of account? See, if I maintain this foreign key, the account is SB type account. What is SB? SB means it is a savings account. Understand? And this account number related to 1111. Who is 1111? 1111 means the customer A. Okay, if there is no relation, then you are missing data. If there is relation, you will never miss data. This is the advantage of maintaining relation between tables. Anyway, department, parent, employee, child. If you maintain relation, then you are able to get complete information. Okay. Actually, one more point I am explaining, guys. Actually, data model means only this diagram. Don't expect data, only outline, diagram only. Based on this diagram, we have to create tables. We have to create tables. How it is? See, whatever the data I am giving, this is for your understandability. Remember, all of you guys. So data is only for the explanation purpose. In the data model, only you have entities, properties, relations. Entity, property, relation, that's all. Okay, so how to create tables based on this? See, consider entity names as table names. Next, consider properties names as column names, and define relations based on primary key and foreign key. Understand, these 3 points are also very, very important. Consider entity names as table names, and consider properties names as column names, and define relations based on primary key and foreign key. This you will understand later. Don't worry about it right now. Okay. Yes. According to this diagram, let me create a table. I want to create a table. How to create a table? How to create a table? First, connect to database. How to connect? Open SQL Star Plus. Let us see. I'm opening SQL Star Plus from command window. Okay.
सर भूक लागली म्हणा, जाऊ का जेवायला?
Hello. Yeah. So first of all, we need to connect to database. How to connect to database? SQL plus. I am connecting as a DBA. I am connecting as a DBA. System means DBA. Connected. Let me delete user account. Drop user Dinesh 8 PM. Cascade. Drop user Dinesh 8 PM. Cascade. I want to create the user account again. That's why. Now, creating user account in Oracle 19C. Creating user account in Oracle 19C. Create username. Username is Dinesh 8 PM. Identified by welcome. Quota 100M on users. Create username identified by password. This is username, this is password. So for this user, under this user, how much memory I am reserving? 100 MB physical memory reserved for this user. If you don't reserve this, in Oracle, in any cloud database, if you don't reserve the space, he can insert data, but the data not stored permanently. The data not stored permanently. Remember. So that's why in Oracle Cloud Database, this is compulsory while creating user account. Next, grant resource connect create session for 2 to Dinesh 8 p.m. Grant succeeded. User account is ready and user has all basic permissions. Now connect as Dinesh. Connect Dinesh 8 p.m. /welcome @ORCL PDB. Connected. If you have doubt, check anything. Is there anything under this account? Nothing is there. Just now the account was created. In this account, I want to create a table. What is the table name? EMP. I want to create a table like this, EMP. Under this table, how many columns? EMP ID, ename, salary, DID. How to create a table? Come to here, guys. How to create a table? The first DDL command we are discussing, data definition language. DDL commands are useful to create or modify or delete. Harish, SQL Star Plus will be installed automatically along with Oracle software. No need to download it separately. So I think you are asking about Oracle database download, right? Okay, so I will provide, but I need the confirmation list from the DurgaSoft. So I think mostly by tomorrow, I will get the confirmation list. Then the confirmed people, you can download the database from my drive. Once you download it, just keep the download file in your system. I will show you how to install the software. And I will show you how to create a user account. So wait up to tomorrow. Right. Next, see, DDL commands are useful to create and manage objects. What are the database objects? Database objects are tables, views, indexes, sequences, and etc. Everything permanently, if you are creating something, table to store data, view to access data, index to search data as much as fast, procedure to perform business transaction, trigger before performing transaction, trigger will do the background process. So all these things are objects. How to create any object? By using create command. Create. We are discussing about create command. How to create a table? Create table, table name. Create table, table name. And here, open bracket, column name, data type, size. Again, column name, data type, size. Close the bracket, semicolon. So this is a query. One more point I am explaining. In SQL Start Plus, query beginning with command. Remember, any query compulsory beginning with command, any one command. If it is not a command, it is not a valid query. So I want to create a table. How to create table? Create table emp. What are the columns? See, emp id, ename, salary, did. emp id, this is number, size. emp name, this is varchar 2 10. Salary, this is number 5. did, this is varchar 2 5. After finishing the columns, close the bracket, semicolon. Table created. Table created. So we know how to create a table based on ER model. So into the table, how to insert data? First point, how to insert data. Next one. What is this and what is this? What is this and about this? So these are called as data types. How do we know data types? What are the list of valid data types? How to decide which data type we have to use? That you will understand tomorrow. So before creating any table, we have to follow rules. And before using data type, you have to know valid list of data types and what is the use of each data type. If you know that 2 points, then you can create any table according to your business requirement. So this is about data model, and based on data model, how to create a table. Don't worry about how to create user account, how to install database. Once you have downloaded database software, then I will explain how to install it, how to create user account. Tomorrow also we have to discuss a theoretical class about data types. Once it was finished, we will completely entering into practical sessions. Before entering into practical sessions, I will explain installation. Then only we will move into practical session. Don't worry. So that's all for today. If you have any questions, then ask me.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
Sir, myself Preetham.
Yes, Preetham, tell me.
Sir, today was the 4th lecture, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, first
Sir,
day demo. Just a moment.
Sorry.
First day demo. Second day demo with Oracle versions and data types I have explained. Okay, this is general information related to what is Oracle and what is the latest version. The actual subject started from day 3. From the yesterday only we have entered into subject.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Duplicate record. Okay. Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa, do you have basic information or not? Already, if you have knowledge in that, what is duplicate record? Why should not we take another value? If you know the basic information, I will explain. Then, Mona Lisa, don't think about duplicate value or duplicate record. Just remember, we have to consider department ID as a primary key. Don't think about remaining columns. Why? That you will understand later. Okay. Yeah. That's all for today, guys. Rest of the part we will continue tomorrow. Tomorrow, our concept is what are the naming rules we have to follow. What are the naming rules we have to follow? First one. Second one is what are the data types? If we know this information, you can create any table according to your business requirement. So tomorrow our topic is rules for naming the table and what are the valid data types. Pritham, you are attending for my classes through DurgaSoft. Before registration, I am not permitted to give the mobile number. After you paid the fee to the DurgaSoft, then you can ask me my mobile number. Definitely I will give you, and I will add all of you into my Oracle WhatsApp group. If any updates related to jobs or consultancies or any updates related to our class, everything I will post you into my Oracle online group. So in case if I have given my mobile number directly, then it's a negative information to the DurgaSoft. That's why. Right. Thank you all of you guys. See you tomorrow. Yeah. Good night, Pritham.